this was a decent redemption story for the character Kelly Travis, who was convinced he had inadvertently killed his friend in the previous year's motorcycle race, and also stating that the injury with his legs was the punishment and penance for said crime. Even though others argue that he hadn't, which Michael sees for himself on video replay of the instant that the front wheel had locked, which even KITT confirms that defies the laws of physics because his wheel would have still been turning. I will admit, when I first saw this episode for myself in 2005 on DVD, that I didn't pick up on this straight away, but one of the most likely suspects of the murder was Lee Carstairs, as he categorically states that promotion is everything. And in learning that most of his endorsement deals were almost up, that he needed to win the race in order to hang on to his bread and butter. Part of me felt that Wade Fontaine was the perpetrator due to his attitude and how he acted to being questioned by Michael and suspected by others. But being a jerk does not equate to being a murderer. Being a jerk itself is not a crime, but it is something that is frowned upon. Once more, we see KITT interacting with others in smaller plots, in sympathizing with one of the newscasters for being upstaged by his colleague. What I take away from this episode is that moral victories can sometimes be greater than a monetary or championship victory, as Kelly lost his nerve at the edge of the mountain knowing that was the place that he lost his friend. But Michael assured him that he could overcome this by going up there with him and KITT. It was nice to see more of Devon's past revealed when it was learned that he was a keen motorcyclist in his youth, all of which is seen at the end as he leaves the hotel on a chopper before KITT turbo boosts over him. I have a feeling Michael was enjoying that a little too much. This was a good story with a feel-good moral victory at the end. Now for some trivia. KITT is equipped with high-traction drop-downs, and scenes from the hotel were done at the Beverly Hill Garland Hotel in Los Angeles with past Knight Rider episodes such as Hearts of Stone and Forget Me Not from Season 1. And character actor Kurt Fuller made his on-camera debut as the news cameraman. This week's acting. John Macchia, hope I said that right, felt a little flat in places, but I found that he performed better when he found the character of Kelly more when he's at the base of the mountain and actually emoting more. Maybe he found a place where he could use that kind of emotion to what the script asked for? It's possible. Either way, that was a good sequence, and David once more being the great emotional motivation as Michael Knight helped him through the scene. Michael Champion did his job well as being a less than pleasant character whose only motivation was to make the audience sympathize more for Kelly Travis by being an obnoxious antagonist. Isn't that weird that you actually get praised for being obnoxious as a character? Maybe it's just me. While despite having limited appearances on camera this week, Edward and Rebecca turned in great performances, as did William. This week's score did as required in adding tension where it needed, and the ending of the race made it more emotional for Kelly in overcoming his demons. And you knew this was coming. Discrepancy time. Crew or equipment visible. Hand of crew member is seen to close KITT's door as Michael gets out to investigate the warehouse. At the end, when Kelly gives Michael the motorcycle helmet, the studio lights illuminating the scene are reflected in it. Oh boy. This happens again a moment later where Devon rides up on his motorcycle and the same lights can be seen off of his helmet as well. At the end, Devon rides off on his motorcycle and even pops a wheelie as he goes. A minute later, while Michael and April are chasing him down in KITT, the close-ups of Devon on the motorcycle show the black throttle cable hanging off of the handlebars and not connected to anything. Oh boy. Overall, there's nothing more I can really say to a feel-good story where a character went through a redemption story and the sense of triumph and relief when he learned that he was innocent all along, and the image of seeing KITT partake in a dirt bike race was amusing as well, as we all know that the Trans Am can run circles around them without even trying. All in all, it was a satisfying payoff to a decent episode. Good night from the night.